You're hurtling through the sky in a giant tin can, thousands of feet above the ground, going at inhuman speeds, when a voice comes over your head that says, "We're about to experience some turbulence. Please fasten your seatbelts." You sit back in a really cramped seat and wonder, why on earth am I paying for this life-threatening experience? Now, this is how a lot of people feel about flying. But the hypothetical fear I just described to you is actually unfounded. So today, I would like to explain a bit on why an airplane flies, and hopefully alleviate some of the fears that you may have about flying. President Uchtdorf said, "I would explain that it takes a great aerodynamic design and many auxiliary systems and programs and powerful engines to make such a flying machine equal to the task of bringing comfort and safety to those joining the flight. To simplify my explanation by focusing on the basics, I would add that all you really need is a strong forward thrust, a powerful upward lift, and the right aircraft attitude. And the laws of nature will carry the airliner and its passengers safely across continents and oceans, over high mountains and dangerous thunderstorms to its destination." We're going to take his lead and focus first on lift, then thrust, what he meant by aircraft attitude, and then a bit on the laws of nature. Now, lift is an upward force on an airplane. It does not negate gravity, but simply works in the opposite direction. You've all experienced lift. If you're driving and put your hand out of a moving car, you can feel the way the air will force your hand up at just the right angle, and that is lift. And that is the same phenomenon that allows airplanes to fly. Now, to generate enough lift, airplanes have to be going pretty fast. To do this, they have to generate a lot of thrust. Thrust for a passenger jet usually comes from jet engines like this one. One of these on a Boeing 747 can generate 45,000 pounds of thrust. That is the same amount of power as 18 of these Ferrari sports cars. Now, that might seem like a lot of power to be in the same place, but airliners are actually very peaceful. They have a peaceful attitude, if you will. They don't have to take off of a boat, perform aerial maneuvers, break the sound barrier, or land on that boat again. All they do is fly as smoothly as possible from point A to point B. In 1 year, about 35,000 deaths result from car accidents, whereas less than 150 from plane accidents. So, for the average American, you're about 250 times more likely to die in a car accident. An airplane flies based on the laws of nature. If I told you that I can balance a thumbtack on the end of my finger, you might not believe me. But the fact is, I can. Now, to do this, I haven't broken the laws of nature, but simply used them to my advantage. And that is exactly what an airplane does when it's flying. So today, I've explained a bit on lift, thrust, what aircraft attitude means, and done demonstration on the laws of nature. So the next time that you step onto an airplane, don't think I'm hurtling through the sky in a tin can, but rather, I'm utilizing a safe and well-engineered mode of transportation.